Hello, everyone. This is probably the last time you'll hear from Analyzing Male Slavery. He's here with me, and we were just want to discuss the quartering here. Jeremy
Yeah,
Hambley, he got assaulted a couple of years back.
2018,
Yeah,
roughly.
it's going almost 3 years now, of course, at one of the
Yes.
ponds here. And
Well,
GenCon.
it wasn't going. It hasn't been going on for 3 years. It was resolved. It took about a year for it to
Yeah.
be resolved. It was resolved a couple of years ago, and I didn't really notice it. The reason I want to talk about this is actually an incident that encapsulates why I'm giving up on men's rights 100%. Right, and men are to blame, and many of my former subs are to blame. I'm blaming them for not taking action. Many people in the pro-male collective are to blame. I blame them for not taking action, right? For not speaking up, just being passive and like, oh, they've got this weird attitude. All men are to blame for the state of affairs. They're to blame, okay? They either delude themselves or if they know what's going on, they don't do anything. It's just as simple as that. And this guy's behaviour, the court ring, is the epitome of male behaviour, okay? And why men will never get anywhere and they've got no solidarity and men are absolutely pathetic.
Yes.
And they're pathetic, you know. And the only disadvantage is I'm male and I get sucked into this. Basically, all men be pathetic. You're dragging me down with you, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, it's
And
what you see in the behavior is that the average guy, who am I kidding? All guys turn around and just try and up their status and keep their heads down and hope they're not the ones that get in trouble.
yes,
And
yes,
that's it. And if they
yes,
can have a chance to up their status, and that's what quartering did,
yes.
they'll go for that.
Let me explain what happened with the court ring.
Yes, of course.
He got assaulted in the conference,
Yes.
right? At GenCon, right? He got assaulted by a male feminist because he was a supporter of Anita Sarkeesian. Okay, this is a very badly written article about it. If I know you mean, there's probably better ones out there, but this has got loads of spelling errors. He was assaulted, okay, and shall we watch a video and see how he dealt with the assault?
Okay, of course. Let's see. Oh, is the one he's talking about?
It's over. It's over. Yes, this is when he declares victory.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in. I will be brief. This video will contain two statements. I apologize for their scriptedness, but it's just the way it's got to be.
Hi, this is Matt Loader. Some of you know me as Matt Fantastic. Just prior to GenCon 2018, I let my anger get the best of me.
He is the one.
He looks like a real fucking punk. Yeah. So I'm sorry. He looks like a real angry, low status guy. He could have been. This guy could be a white nationalist.
That's what he kind of reminds me of too. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, a lot of these male feminists, intersectionalist types, they're very similar to white nationalists. You know, they're just angry, low status guys looking to attack other angry, low status guys on the other side to up their status. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Look, yeah.
No, just give it some, explanation.
Okay, he just punched him in the back of the head. He punched the court in the back of the head at a conference. Exactly. And he was caught tweeting. If you don't like Anita Sarkeesian, fight me. This guy. So he's a thug. He's a thug. Exactly. He's a blatant thug. And yeah.
And as you mentioned when we were talking earlier, where Sarkeesian did not come and congratulate this guy.
Yes. This guy got in legal trouble when he got fired from university. So his status has been damaged. His career has been damaged. I mean, it's Sarkeesian. She didn't come to the rescue and speak up for him. You know, she didn't say, "Oh no, the university should fire him," because she doesn't care. Yeah, because she hates all men.
That's right.
What feminists do. And this guy white knighted for her. What a pathetic loser. You know what? I hope you end up homeless. You know, Matt Loiter. You know, some guys belong in the gutter, unfortunately, and you're one of them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've got to say something as well. Okay, I've got to say, Courtney looks like a bit of a wimp to me. I don't want to shame him over it, but he looks like a bit of a wimp, and that's why he got attacked, because he gives off weakness vibes. And this guy probably knew who he'd attack with impunity. But what I'd love to see this guy do is attack the wrong guy and just get shot or stabbed. That would be brilliant.
Well, this guy, like you say, he tweeted, if you don't like feminist freak was showing up here, fight me, but he didn't challenge Jeremy Hambley. He snuck attack him on the back of the head.
And I think he ran off as well. Not to get caught. Yeah.
So anyway, to keep himself out of jail, he's offering this apology.
Yes.
Me and physically confronted Jeremy Hambley outside a bar in Indianapolis for statements he made about me previously.
What's that?
He was smirking. You could see him fucking smirking. There's no smirking about it. No. You know what I'll say? All right, I'll tell you what. If I was courting, I won't send you to jail, but here's a brick. Let me smash you over the head with it, and we're even. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's a joke, by the way, because you can get charged with assault. Even if someone you can't consent for someone to let you smash you over the head with a brick, it's still assault. Just to let you know.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Unequivocally take responsibility for my actions that evening, which were wrong, and apologize to Jeremy for my thoughtless conduct.
If he was going to take responsibility, he'd have to go to jail.
Yes.
That would be taking responsibility. This is him getting out of responsibility. This is him saying, please don't put me behind bars. I want to be free. I will apologize to you. I will grovel.
I do not now, nor did I ever believe Jeremy to be a Nazi, nor do I believe violence is the answer to settling personal issues.
Okay, wrong. This is false framing. This is false framing. Okay, yeah. There was no personal issue involved. Okay, he decided to attack a random guy. He's prominent. He decided to attack a random guy over not liking Anita Sarkeesian. That's not a personal issue. All right. If someone randomly attacks another person in the street, that's not a personal issue. That's just assault.
Yes, exactly.
Jeremy and I have resolved our legal disputes, and I've written GenCon asking that he be unbanned. I will have no further comment.
Wow,
what's going on?
So he gets to be unbanned. I would want to.
I don't think he hasn't been unbanned as far as I know. He asked to be unbanned.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
Exactly. So
yeah. look how smug he is there. Yeah. Courtroom. You can see him light up basically.
Yeah. But this guy hasn't gained anything.
Maybe he's gained some money.
Yeah.
No, he might have gained something personally. No, he has gained a lot. He's gained a hell of a lot. When it comes to his dignity as a man, he's gained nothing. But when it comes to status, he's gained a lot. I didn't know who the courtroom was, right? Before this. I only heard of him because of this attack. And his channel grew a lot after the attack. That gained him a lot of fame.
Yeah.
Right? And but
this is what we're talking about. We're talking about like this guy could have been just as famous, as far as I'm concerned, if he took this guy to jail and threw him behind bars. His channel, I think, would have grown just as well, maybe even more. But
maybe
he wanted the money. He wanted the money.
Yes, he wanted money. So the thing is, men have got no identity as men. Because to me, if I was attacked like that, and I'll go after the conference as well. I'll try and sue the conference.
That's what I mean. Yes.
Yes. So that they enabled it. I don't think they planned it. Like there's some guy on the Know Your Meme page. There's a tweets with a guy accusing the conference of planning the attack, and then he's wondering why he got banned. Like, that's not free expression. You're accusing a group of criminal conduct without proof. They're going to delete what you say to protect themselves. I'll do the same if I was in their situation. Yes. But anyway, I don't think they planned it. They certainly enabled it and covered up for it.
Yes.
That's still criminal, in my opinion. It is criminal. No one opinion. It's called joint enterprise in the UK. It's got to be a crime in the USA when it's happened as well. Right? So, yeah, he should go after this conference. They enabled this. What was I say? I'd be deeply angry, resentful, and I'd be fighting for my dignity as a man. I would make the conference apologise. I'd go after them and say, look, we were sexist, we were anti-male, and we'll never do this again, and we won't have any more anti-male policies ever again.
Yes. Yeah. Because in this case, he, like you say, he hasn't even been invited back in.
Yes, he's been banned. He's not invited back in. He was banned for being attacked. He was banned.
Well, that's what I mean. And yes. He wasn't invited back in. He wasn't unbanned.
Unbanned, yes.
Yeah.
Unbanned, yes. Yes.
And so,
now, can you imagine? You can imagine if someone punched Anita Sarkeesian in the back of the head. It'd be all over the media. They'll be all over the media. All the mainstream media will be reporting it. They'll be talking about misogyny and sexism against women and women trying to be silenced. This shows you how men are perceived, because this is how men perceive themselves, unfortunately.
Yes.
All the mainstream media didn't mention this at all. Or if they mentioned it in a very dishonest way. Just talking about basically implying he's an alt-righter, basically. He's an alt-righter. So
yes,
just because you're an alt-right male doesn't mean you should get attacked at random, right? Because if alt-right females punched in the back of the head, promise you, the mainstream media will cover that and call it an outrage as well.
Yes.
Men getting attacked, period, is okay with these guys.
Well, that's why I say the racism thing doesn't really matter to people. It is just the gender. That's it.
Yes.
I'm
going to tell you why the racism thing does matter, right? I'll tell you what happened in the UK. Black people got sick of being bullied and called the N-word and being called monkey, and people go, ooh, monkey, want a banana. So what black people started doing, they just started punching white racists, right? That's what they started doing, right? Well, it's effective. So, and there's a lot of stigma attached to racism because of that, because there's consequences for being racist.
But these same guys, these same black guys, will allow themselves to be attacked as men.
Yes. Like, for example, like the NFL was the domestic violence policies that get black men fired from their jobs just for an accusation. High status, high paying jobs with a very narrow window of earning. If you're an American football player, right? Your career, as an American football player, you earn all your money in your short career, basically.
Yes. The career is anywhere from like 5 or 10 years tops.
10 years tops, yeah, you're very lucky. Not even 5 years for some of these guys, like 3 years, 2 years. You don't know. You might get injured, so you're off the shelf forever. Basically.
Exactly. There's no big comeback for that.
No. So your life is completely ruined in a lot of ways, right? So, yeah. And it's a career where a lot of men die young from injuries as well. So it completely... This is why you should watch American football. It's a trash sport. But, yeah, it's got feminists in there running it, feminist organisations, campaigning, boycotting, pushing the domestic violence policies, and they get applied onto men. Look, as far as I'm concerned, if you're a American football player, you should only get fired from your job if you're convicted of something criminal in court and it was serious, full stop. But look, I don't even care if they even are beating the women, right? If they're not convicted, they don't get fired, full stop, because no one fires women for beating men from their jobs. Like Amber Heard, she wasn't fired from anything.
Yeah,
attacking Johnny Depp.
Even offered jobs.
Yes.
Let's play a little bit of the quartering to see how much is built here.
Everyone, apologize for the scriptedness of this reply, but this is the way it's got to be. So here it goes. Jeremy Hambley here. As an update to the litigation, Matt Loader and I have resolved our dispute. I have accepted his apology, and I am satisfied with the other terms of our other...
See, there, he's satisfied. He shouldn't be satisfied.
He's smug, though. Look how smug he is.
Yes.
...wise confidential settlement agreement. In my view, justice has been served.
Then his view is blows. It blows, his view.
Yes. So the conference hasn't been punished, right? Okay, and this guy who attacked him hasn't gone to jail. So justice hasn't been served. And look, and the thing is, and you know what? That guy was fucking smirking in his apology video. You know, I said, look, I'll go back to him and say, look, you go and do that again and stop smirking, or I'm going to get you thrown in jail, you cunt.
Yes.
And do you not feminists do? Actually, do you not feminists do? I see what happens a lot of the time, right? A lot of these men, they apologise to the feminists, and the feminists still zap him anyway. You know what I'd fucking do? I'll get this guy to apologise, and I'll still send him to jail, basically. Yes. That's what I'd bloody do. That's what feminists do.
Yeah, actually, the apology only is like putting blood in the water.
Yes.
Works them up.
It's just to show the social dominance, basically. Yeah. It's like an Animal Farm when the pigs apologise for being heretics and they're executed anyway. The animals are, basically, or in the Soviet Union. Oh, I apologise to letting the Soviet Union down. I apologise to Comrade Stalin. They still execute them. The apology is not accepted.
1984 was the same thing. They brainwashed him and tortured him to the point where he acquiesced, and then they executed him. You know, that's how.
Yes.
Accordingly, I have removed my prior public statements about the situation and have written GenCon asking that he be unbanned. As promised, to those who generously donated to my legal fund, the remaining donations have been given to the Humane Society.
Let's pause. So,
supporting
the Humane Society is for animals, by the way. So this is that men are less important than animals in the eyes of these people. But okay, so he's removing all videos talking about this. Okay, so he's throwing other men under the bus. So this is a male issue. Men are getting attacked with impunity. As a man, he spoke out against feminism. Feminists control these conferences, right? Get men, they can ban anyone they want, right? They even zapped women. They even zapped honey badger ratio women at one point. Do you remember they were kicked out of a conference?
Exactly.
Right? It really messed them up. So this is a big issue. And he's removing videos, signal boosting this issue because he's got his settlement.
Exactly.
So he's got his issues resolved. He's fine. He's gained his status from getting attention from this. He's probably got some money out of this. You can tell he's smug about it. He's got, yeah, he's happy to clown. So fuck other men, fuck other people, fuck the rest of society. I'm doing okay, Jack. And people donated to this guy for his legal fees, and he's got surplus money left over. And he's donated to charity apparently. And so anyone who donated to this guy is an idiot. I'm sorry, you were screwed over. And I saw the red flags from the start. Right? And I thought, no, this is not something I'm going to donate to, right? He screwed you, and he screwed the rest of the male sex, and he's letting. And I think these people talk about social justice warriors in the far left, and these evil people and these evil groups. But if they're so evil, why is he not speaking out against them? Why is he removing the videos?
Exactly. I mean, the thing is, if I was in his position, I would want to come down on the convention even harder than the man who assaulted me. He said, okay, this is my opportunity. This is my opening to make some real legal changes against these nutcases. Well, they're not even nutcases, these terrible people.
And what I'll do, I'll keep on making videos about it, trying to get other people. I'll go after him like an attack dog. Yeah. Yeah. But he doesn't care, does he? He doesn't care. Now, this encapsulates what men are to me. And this is why men are beyond saving. Men are beyond saving. The current plight of men is what it is because of the way men are, and they don't want to change, and it's a waste of fucking time. No defeatism, that used to be one of my rules. Well, I'm sorry, fuck you. I tried harder than anyone else. I got spat in the face by the Promo Collective. I've wasted my time with people outside the Promo Collective trying to convince them, reason with them. They're beyond reason. And any man who suffers, you think, this man's been attacked. He might raise his consciousness. He might become aware of issues because he's been attacked. They never do. Let's like Johnny Depp. He's not becoming a mental rights activist after he attacked. All these men who get falsely accused of rape, right? So when it gets dealt with one way or the other, they just go, oh, I just want to live my life and get on with it.
Exactly. Well, who's the lead singer there? Geldof, right? From Pink Floyd. I saw a video where he was talking for basically men's rights because, I think it had to deal with being separated from his children.
Yes.
That he's probably the closest thing I've seen to a man actually doing something, but I don't know if anything ever came of it. I don't think it ever has.
Because I think even 1 millionaire alone is not going to be enough, unfortunately. Because let's say there's 1 millionaire who's pricks balls, wants to do the right thing and fight. He's just going to enter with another group of bunch of men who don't care about other men.
Yes.
And he can probably go. He's going to think, these men are useless, and he's going to give up.
Yes, exactly. Well, who was it? Erin Pizzi? Is she the one who had the men's shelter? She tried to open the men's shelters.
Yes, and she's the one who said that men don't network together or socialize together. No.
And she said that when all these rich men that were throwing money out for the women's shelters, they just closed their wallets. They said, "Screw them, let them suffer. We don't care about them."
Yes.
So we actually knew men's behavior way back when I saw that video, probably 6 or 7 years ago.
Yeah.
This
guy got caught in screw other men. I won. That's it.
Yeah.
And these people, they're going to carry on attacking men. They're still slandering men in the media. They're still banning them from conferences. He hasn't talked about the sexual harassment policies that's going on in these conferences that get men zapped for no reason just because a woman's offended.
Yes.
Yeah. You'll only hear about it if he was zapped at one of them. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
it. And what you do, you'll raise legal fees to fight for his reputation. You'll either win or lose the case, and then you'll move on. Like they all do.
They all do it. They all
Yes,
just say, I'm no longer in any trouble. Like Vic Mignogna, I'm always mucking up his last name. He's the same way. I'm sure he's fighting his legal battles. He's the voice actor who got in trouble.
You won't even call them feminists. You won't even call them, you'll call them weirdos. You'll just call them weirdos. These weirdos are trying to get me cancelled. No, they're not weirdos. They're your social betters, bitch. You're their slave and they want to abuse you and you got to take it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And that's the thing about this, like you say in the article.
What about sorry, I want to give another example. What about those Rolling Stone students? What about those university fraternity who sued Rolling Stone? Right? They sued Rolling Stone. They didn't sue the woman falsely accusing them. They sued Rolling Stone. They won a payout and they gave the fucking payout to women's charities, the virtue signal.
Yes, exactly. Say, I'm a good little slave boy.
Yeah.
You know? And of course, that only made things worse.
Yes, because the women get away with it. Yeah. Because the women don't care if some magazine gets sued. Yeah. No. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I got a level of contempt for men because of this. You know, they're so fucking pathetic. You know, I want to be a principled guy. I want to stand up and fight with other men. It's impossible. It's a waste of time.
Exactly. I mean, we're basically mutants. We're the only ones who, and a few other, the pro male collective, or I can't even call them that, the group, the rest that we got ousted from. We're one of the very, very few. Well, this guy, his video is not very long. Let's get it over with then.
He just plays music, I think, at the end. Yeah.
At the end of it. Yeah, about here. So, oh my God. Is it out? Well, is this about it? Okay, maybe that's it.
During this time and through this process, I will have no further comment.
Okay, that was it. There you go.
No further comment. Basically, so basically, let's infer things. Okay, he's got a settlement, and part of that settlement is he's got to keep his mouth shut after this.
Yes.
Right. If he opens his mouth about this, okay, he jeopardizes his settlement, and I think the conference paid him off. Actually, I think he was paid off because I doubt this guy here who attacked him has got enough money to pay him off. So I actually think the conference paid him off. Right. That's why he's keeping his mouth shut, and that's why he's not going after them. That's what I think is what's happened.
Now, if he's let's assume that, I guess. If he accepted money from the conference, he's basically saying, yes, what you did to me, you can do to another man. It's okay with me.
He's scabbing, basically. He's a scab. If you're part of the union and the boss is like, don't take part in protests, don't join the picket line, here's some money. That's called a scab. He was bought off. He's a scab.
Exactly. And let's face it, I mean, it's all these guys. It's all these, like, look, the next one here, Clownfish TV, same idea. All these people are the same. They're all like, here we are, as long as we're getting our money and getting our status, we don't care about anything else.
Yes.
You know, like you say, until it happens to them, and then they're all like, well, hey, this is me now. Come on, dudes, you know?
Yes.
You know, if I could rewind time and saw him when he got insulted, I would just make a video saying good. Because, I mean, this guy doesn't care about the next guy. So why should I care about him?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, we have reached the point where we can honestly say 100% of men basically are like this. Yes. And it's not worth one iota of us working at all for other men now. You know?
I'm going to be do passive aggressive things. I'm just going to fight for myself. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Stop. Look. I'm telling you something. While I'm living, one of the females in the cup saying men are full of shit, basically, or something like that. Or men are like toilets, they're full of shit. I complained about that cup. I kicked off. I was shouting and swearing about it. I got warned about it, but I said no. I didn't back down. I said I'm not going to have that cup. Black people do not have to put up with cups like that against them. And I never saw the cup again. And they talked about how the woman was intimidated by me kicking off. And I said, good. She deserves to be intimidated. Yeah. So like I said, I'll stick up for myself, right? And even there, I fought for all men because when they're attacking men like that, I'm not going to take that because it's against me personally, right? But apart from that, I'm not going to fight for other right wing, or not even right wing. I'm not going to fight for other resource hoarding, status seeking men. Their status is of zero concern to me. Yeah, I'm not going to fight for them because they're not going to fight for me. They're going to gain a status and kick the ladder from me if they gain anything. They're all like this.
Exactly.
They're all like this.
Now, let me tell you, too, about the quartering. The quartering was earlier, before this happened. He was trying to debate Mr. Medicare. I know people don't know who this guy is because he is just a clown in the end. But Mr. Medicare was more prominent than he was. And so he was trying to debate him and therefore gain, notoriety. And Medicare, like you said, basically kicked the ladder out of him. I remember him saying, like, I know what this guy's trying to do. He's trying to gain status through me, and I'm not going to bother debating him for that reason. It wasn't about, I'm not going to debate him because he doesn't have arguments. I'm not going to debate him because I know that'll help him, and I'm not going to do that.
Yes.
So all these right-wing clowns, well, all the clowns are all about status gain. And like you said, keeping other guys from gaining status.
Yes. Yes, it's a hostile, is it? And at Quartering, he had about 100,000 subs when he got attacked. Now he's got over 1 million. His channel really grew from that attack. Scroll down, I think he's got over 1 million subs.
Yeah, let's take a look.
He's pretty big time now.
Let's see. Oh, it is. He got 1 million subs, 1,000,000.
Yeah, I remember he didn't have nearly as much when he got attacked when I first heard of him. This gained him all the status he needed. And his videos are very generic. It's just waffle about SJWs and the far left and Hollywood and blah, blah, blah. It's just generic pap that keeps his channel going. It's nice, safe, sanitized content that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. And as you've mentioned before, I want to say, so you don't forget, social justice isn't really about social justice. They're feminists. Yeah. They don't care about social justice. They are a hate movement. And these clowns always do the same thing. They always call the feminist everything else but feminist. So they don't have to hide themselves. They're too cowardly to even do that. They all do it.
Yes. Well, a lot of these guys think feminism is valid. It's just gone too far. We still need feminism to attack men in the third world and nonsense like that. Or we need feminism to go after bad men, just not the good men like us. Or not the good men like us is giving too much credit. Not the good men like me.
Yes, exactly. All of them. And the thing is, and that's what they say that's what left wing means too. Because I've said it before, the left wing has entirely embraced feminism. It is it is synonymous with feminists. And so they're basically the male feminist. And these guys are the trad cons, which are the opposite side of the same coin.
Yeah.
So
I actually completely disagree with that. Feminism is not synonymous with the left because
you don't think so?
The left enables feminism, right? But so does the right. The Republican Party
embraced it.
Yeah, it embraced it because the feminist ideology has nothing to do with left-wing politics.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing to do with. Look, the Republican Party supported the Violence Against Women Act, 100%. So I'm sorry. Feminism is a synonym for mainstream party politics on both sides, full stop.
Well, that's why I said they're on the same side, different sides of the same coin.
Yes.
But I should have said not synonymous then embrace it. They all embrace.
They enable it. Yeah. They enable it. It's some outside force that comes in, invades and colonizes and takes it over completely, like a virus taking over a host. Yeah. It's like a disease, basically. Feminism is a disease, and public spaces are the vector of that disease.
Well, human nature is a vector because, like I say, the guys' lack of solidarity and their hostility towards one another is the vector.
Any space worth taking over, it gets taken over by feminism, full stop.
Yes.
In fact, the only spaces that get taken over are just low-state spaces they don't want.
Exactly.
But a lot of time, even now, feminists are starting to go after them as well, closing them down and taking them over just for the sake of it. It's like you talk about 1984 when they torture people and get them and torture them as confessing.
Yeah.
Do you know what that's done? Pure sadism.
Exactly.
Yes. So it's the same with feminism. It's just sadism, and men take it like bitches. And I'm done with men. No, I'm never going to do a video. This is it. I'm never going to do a video of men's issues again. I'm done.
Yes. Well, even my channel, even though I'll keep it open, I can't guarantee how long I'll keep it open. And it's still, even my channel is just a cope channel at this point.
Yeah.
You know, my channel doesn't change anything because
Yeah.
men just come in and listen to it and say, oh, yeah, I agree with you, and then go about their lives. And
Yes.
nothing has changed politically or socially or culturally, you know.
Yes.
So, I mean, we're not even an uphill battle. The battle is over.
It's lost. Yes. Yeah. It's like the Monty Python knight with all his legs and arms cut off.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
All he's got left is bark. Actually, it's a perfect analogy.
Yes.
Well,
so I've got to say, if you've been watching our videos and you've done nothing, if people have been watching our videos over a long term and done nothing, I can honestly say, fuck you. You're part of the problem. Go fuck yourself. And like I said, I had subscribers being demanding and entitled and demanding to do this and do that. They never just shit themselves. Go fuck yourself. I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
I think we could probably wrap this up.
Yeah, now. I'm done.
I think it's good. Just as well, I'm glad this was a short video. There wasn't much. We were going to look at the article, but it's not much to look
trash.
At. It's a trash.
Yeah, I need to Sarkeesian, blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Yeah, same old thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, I'm just saying one last thing. Men can't even stop her from causing chaos, causing damage. Yeah.
The only thing that stopped her is that she just became what is it? Unpopular, or no, not just an exact word term, but
no, she probably found a man to hook up with. Basically, she's a high status woman. You're applying male standards to her. It doesn't matter to her.
No,
you know, it's a hobby.
No, what I mean is people just don't pay much attention to her. Someone new came along, is what I mean.
Yeah, she became unfashionable. That's it.
Yes, exactly. So thank you. Okay, analyzing. I think we've done well enough.
Yeah.
What else is there to say other than say, men are pathetic.
Yeah.
See you around, sir.
Yeah.